Good morning. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I only just made it. I only woke up 10 minutes ago because it's raining and the staff weren't busy around the place, and so I didn't wake up. Usually the staff wake me up with the brushing and carrying on, but they didn't today, so I woke up 10 minutes ago and thought, oh, I'm late. But I made it, just. You're going to have to watch me roll up my things for training, because I didn't have time to do that. So how is everyone today? Good to know that I can still make it. Lynn Bell sent me a whole pack of cards, a new pack of the Inner Self Guidance cards. Thank you, Lynn. Let's get in touch with you, and thank you for that. I'm going to do my roll-ups first. You can tell me how you are. Hey, Nikki. Morning. Absolutely love my Next Steps reading. Awesome. Energy is buzzing more and more as the days go by. I love and get. That's awesome. Hey, Robin. Rainy days are the best for sleeping. Oh, I know. Like, I didn't feel tired. That's why I jumped up and I thought, I'm doing it. I'm going to make it. I jumped in the shower. Jumped in the shower and got out. So these are my wraps for my hands. Got to roll them up so that they're ready. I will still train because my body's a bit sore, but it helps. Get it moving, it just helps. Training every day, it works. I haven't even managed to pull out my personal cards for the day yet. One. Well, yeah, I haven't managed to do anything. I managed to make a coffee. Hey, Tara. Sleeping in the rain. Best. It's the best. So, I thought I had a great body clock, but it turns out it's just my ears. Listening to the stuff. Because one of them shows up to do the pool really early, like 6 o'clock. Before 6 o'clock. That's when I usually wake up. He's obviously not been there because the pool stuff isn't out because it's raining. And then they start brushing after they've done the pool. Right, there's my wraps. I'm ready. Let's do sage. So I didn't manage to get all my videos done yesterday. I got the pick a card read done. That was it. Took me all day. So I've got the dailies to do today because I haven't even done the daily for tomorrow yet. Hey, Kathy. Soaking an Epsom bath. Oh, nice. So that's what I need. I've got some Epsom salts, but no bath. I put mine in a foot bath. Soak my feet in them. Trying to get my osteoarthritis feeling good. Oh, osteoarthritis. Interesting. My grandma used to suffer from rheumatoid arthritis, I think it was. But in her fingers especially. And when I changed my diet significantly, like a year ago or something, when I noticed that salads really don't do me much good at all, and read up all about it and everything, was like, is it true that salads can be bad for you? Found out all about oxalates. So when I stopped having oxalates, which are in kiwi fruit, you can tell what oxalates are by kiwi fruit. If you've ever had a kiwi fruit, it stings your mouth. That stinging in your mouth is because it's got high oxalate content. Spinach, kale as well have. You know, when you have a kale smoothie, you get that same kind of sandy feeling in your mouth. It's because it has high oxalate content, and it's like little shards of glass. It tears your mouth apart, that's what you're feeling. And it tears the rest of your body apart too. But it accumulates in your kidneys, makes kidney stones, accumulates in your joints, and when you stop eating them, it accumulates accumulates in your joints too. And so when you stop eating them, your body starts detoxing them after a couple of weeks. And that's painful. And it's like arthritis. And that's what I felt, and it took me quite a while. It took me quite a while for my fingers to stop hurting, my joints to stop hurting, for it to get rid of it. And apparently the detox process can go on for quite some time too. So I found that really interesting. Let's get some cards out for the day. Now I've saged. Epsom bath, yummy. Yeah. Did you know, if you have like 5 kale smoothies, it can kill you because of it? It's that toxic. Yeah, it's not a good idea. People have died from it. Did you know that? The toxic load is too much for the body. Amazing. Hey, Crystal Beauty. How are you going? Post-workout. Oh, yeah, Epsom salts are great. Very few places got baths here, we just don't need them. What's up, chicken? She's waiting by the fridge for a cream. Let's get a card out for everybody today. So, today I call this one Balance and Abundance because of the daily read for today, 6th of August. Thursday already, oh my god. I just started to work. There it is. Balance and abundance, because after what we were talking about yesterday, what I picked up from the daily read was more of the same. I was talking about really similar stuff in the daily read. But it was more about balance this time, and reciprocity and things coming around, and finding that balance so that we can have the reciprocity, the balance of giving and receiving. Because I know so many people struggle with that, because I did. I found it really hard to receive. Look at him. It's these 5 of Swords. It doesn't look a very good card, does it? It's like, bird's doing his head in. The blackbird. Calling at him, doing his head in. What's this about? 5 of Swords. Repeating patterns, maybe. It's kind of what it reminds me of. When you try something different, you're learning something new, maybe about abundance or whatever, you try it and then it doesn't work. Where's the Swords? There. Conflict. Unfair advantage. Experiencing loss. The need to build your skills and your confidence. Hollow victories. That's it as well. That's what I talked about in the daily read, was about all the resources that are inside of us. And how sometimes, if you're falling too heavily on the law of attraction, you're missing the point. I think maybe a lot of law of attraction teachers miss this too, because they are naturally doing what they came here to do. They're teaching it, right? And so they are tapping into the gifts and they are doing it. So then they use the law of attraction, it works as well. But if you're just using the law of attraction, and if you're not using your gifts and sharing them with the world, if you're not using the resources that you've got inside of you for abundance, and you're just trying to use the law of attraction, like trying to win the lotto or whatever, that's when you get into trouble. And so it's easy to use the law of attraction when you're using your gifts and sharing them with the world and tapping into the resources that you've got. Then the law of attraction works much better for you. It doesn't work so much by itself, just wishing. Sitting, waiting, wishing. Doesn't work so good. Shadow Seer. Deceitful strategies. Feeling guilty about your win. Oh, interesting. Resentment. A desire for peace. The realization that there are no winners. This is bad abundance vibes, this card. Hey? You may have experienced an unexpected loss that's left you a little bit sore. Sometimes, excuse me. Sometimes life isn't fair. Sometimes life just isn't fair. We've got too many isn'ts in there. And these inequalities can drain our energy for much longer than they need to. Often it's the fear of failure that does most of the draining. If you're feeling outsmarted or outjousted, maybe that one chapter doesn't define you. Wins and losses are both part of the human experience, and the keys to self-improvement lie dormant inside the difficulties. Boost your consciousness, upgrade your skills, and build on this experience. In Shadow, we learn that winning isn't everything, especially when deceit is a part of the strategy. The obsessive desire to win can have us stopping at nothing to feel victorious. Right. And in the long run, we risk everything we've built along the way. You may find yourself a few steps backward after winning if you're not bringing your integrity to the games. But that's another thing as well, isn't it? So if you're not tapping into your gifts and using your gifts and sharing with the world, law of attraction is not going to work that well with you. But also, if you're doing it in an ego way, if you're trying to win, rather than just do your thing. Like, I'm not trying to win YouTube. I'm not trying to win over other readers. In fact, I follow quite a few readers now. There's some amazing ones on YouTube. I'm not trying to win. I'm just trying to do my own thing, you know. But when people try and win at something, that's because they're feeling a lack, isn't it? Anyway, there's so many abundance lessons in this. Sounds like it's going to be a great day. Ooh. Change your diet drastically. It's in my right shoulder with bursitis. Feels good. I only drink water, nothing else. I had horrible arthritis in my left wrist for the last year, but I've been taking MMS for 4 weeks now. All my arthritis in my wrist is gone. Completely healed. Awesome. Nikki, the law of resonance comes before the law of attraction. What you resonate with draws that to you externally. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously very complicated, isn't it? The law of attraction is a very powerful thing. But there's so much more involved, including our higher selves, you know. We can't override it. Hey, Silvermere. Always good to hear my take on things. Awesome. Hey, Liat. Who are some of my favourite YouTube readers? I like Cindy, Awakening to Spirit, hers is called. I like Baba Jolie Tarot something. She's really good. Doesn't always resonate with me for mine, but often does. Who else? Minnow Pond Tarot. He's good. Again, doesn't always resonate with me, but that's all going to be true of all of them, right? Doesn't always resonate with me, but I like his style. These are all very down-to-earth readers. I've watched San Tarot for a while, but... Oh, I'll tell you who. Yeah, San Tarot. I don't know. She's got a bit of a... I can imagine that I would have loved her channel 20 years ago. Let's put it that way. She's got a very healing slant on it, a very wounded slant on it, I find. So for me personally, it's not really my thing. Scorched Earth Tarot. She's amazing. She is spot on. You listen to Chris too. Yeah. Chris is the Minnow Pond. I think it's Minnow Pond Tarot. Scorched Earth. Check her out. Wow. Amazing. Like, I can't believe it. Her last reading for Taurus. She posted a couple of days ago. Just incredible. Like, she could have even named my ex in it and my new guy. It's just like, she's totally spot on. And she's raw with it all as well, you know. She gets into the nitty gritty. She tells it as it is. I love that. I really like spiritual escapades. Oh, not. She's taking a break. Okay. Spiritual escapades. I'll have to check her out. Yeah, we got another card out straight away, and this card has come out so much lately. It's the Priestess, and the particular imagery on this one is interesting. Hey, Liz. Spiritual escapades, yeah. You used to listen to San Tarot, but it doesn't resonate anymore. Yeah, do you know what I mean, Leanne? She's got a bit of that. Leanne, she's got a bit of that I don't know, she's got a bit of a healing thing. I just imagine her living in Byron Bay and being with all those messed up healers and them soaking it up. There's that other guy too that does the astrology, and I find him fluffy and boring as well, and everyone loves him. That's the hippie vibe. Can't remember what his name is. Minnow Pond. Scorched Earth. Yeah, check her out and see if you like her. I love her. I think she's great. Anyway, back to the priestess. She's got half of her face covered up. She's got the masculine side of her face covered up, so she's relying on her intuition. She's getting into the feminine side. This is what we have to do sometimes, to value the feminine traits. This came up in readings lately. To value the feminine traits that are within us, because they've been so devalued in society. Just look at how much jobs are paid. Well, just look at how much women are paid. Still paid less than men, right? But female kind of jobs, the nurturing jobs, like teachers and carers and things like that, paid very little. And then, build a house or, do something masculine like that, you get paid a lot, right? And this card lately is telling me about us valuing those feminine traits ourselves first. Like, I value my readings, Leo King, oh, he just yells. He's a showman. Sometimes I like his stuff, sometimes I can't even listen to him, he's just yelling. He's a showman. Gossamer Tarot for pick a card reads. Oh, I've not heard of that one. Violet Dreams Tarot for pick a card. Haven't checked those out. I haven't watched many pick a cards. Maybe I should watch them now. Leo King, yeah. He's very enthusiastic. Yes. I know Christopher Whittaker is great too. It doesn't often resonate with me. He's another one of the wounded healer reader kind of people. Different people for different stages. Of course, and for everybody, Tarot by Bronx and Housewives Tarot. Don't know those. Oh, so interesting. Yeah, the priestess. So this is about valuing the feminine aspects of ourselves, our feminine gifts, our feminine wiles, using them more, valuing them more. This speaks to me of maybe we go a little bit over into the feminine more than we think is a balance, because we've been so unbalanced in the masculine, most of us, to even get by, She's got a hand sticking out there, giving out energy. She's also got her other hand on this moon, which is a cup. So she's giving and she's receiving at the same time. She's got that balance. This is about the balance. Oh, did I lose connection? So, interesting. We've got the Five of Swords, so lessons around abundance, and then we've got the High Priestess. So this suggests to me that if you continue in the masculine, that's when you're going to have the lessons. It's like we're being shifted into the feminine now, is what I think. Let's see what the Priestess says here. I don't think I've read it from this book. Maybe I have. Intuitive powers and powerful nudges from spirit. Psychic dreams, a time to listen to your instincts. Introspection, visions, and hearing the heavens. Keeping secrets, hidden wisdom, allowing your projects to germinate in the numinous space of the liminal. Sacred sheer is the prompt. She sits with one foot in this realm and the other in the depths of the cosmic field of information. I just had to just check I wasn't reading the star then. She sits with one foot in this realm and the other in the depths of cosmic field of information. Here is a throne made of ocean and sand, a conductor of ancient wisdom and of the divine mysteries that are passed down to those who seek with their open heart. She reaches up for the moon and holds its pulsing energy in her palms, listening for revelations from the muse. She asks you to open up to its secrets as a metaphor and message spilling forth in strange tongues. You must trust your intuition to translate. Your instincts are powerful. Your instincts are a powerful guidance system, and the priestess reminds you that you're working with subtle energies of spirit will bring you unshrouded truth. prophetic truth even. Pay attention to your dreams and your mind's eye. As potent as meaningful messages are coming to you now. Keep your inner voice open to inner listening. And as the ocean you can hear, our eyes not mired by your fear, and we connect past veiled veneer in truthful Delphic crystal clear. It reminds me when I was selling I'd bought which one was it? The Lightseers Tarot, but it was the rip-off version of it, the Chinese reprint. And I'd already ordered the real version. Well, so when the rip-off version showed up, I put it on Facebook Marketplace. And of course, aren't for sale on this island's for sale board. So tarot cards on there, you get the usual responses. So someone had responded on it, people that think it's all about predictions and that you should, if you're a psychic, you should have won the lotto by now. Is that kind of response? Anyway, it's like, why did you post it on here? You should know who's going to buy it. Just contact them directly. Oh my God. These people. Came back. OJC Astrology and Water Baby Tarot. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I haven't watched the Leo King for ages. It just does my head in, the yelling. It is good. Like, it's got good content, but it makes them so long, and then there's just a little bit that's good in it. If it could just take out the relevant bits, that would suit me better. Because I find it just too much being yelled at so much. Let's get an animal out today. An animal, a spirit animal. And then we'll go deeper. I want to use the other cards today for some reason. I'm feeling to get back to Lynn Bell's cards for a bit more information about today's energies. Because we've got challenges coming up. That High Priestess card, that I read out, I mean, that's the meaning of it. But that's not what I'm picking up for today's energies from this card. It's about that blend of the masculine and feminine energies. And about our value that we put on it. Got two. Nice. Oops. Got the buffalo, which is about abundance. And we've got the butterfly spirit, which is about transformation. So these two together, 10 and 11, interesting. It's number 10 and number 11. Abundance and transformation. So this is telling me that, abundance is always available to us. What does the buffalo say? The abundant universe will provide. Yeah, it does, right? But sometimes we can get stuck in this just enough. I was there for a long time, stuck in the just enough. It rescuing us. That's what the universe does. It rescues us, it picks us up off the floor if we're struggling, if we're not open to abundance. And you can get hoodwinked into thinking that is abundance. It kind of is, but it's the universe rescuing us each time because we're not doing it by ourselves. We're not empowered. We're not tapping into our gifts. We're not putting it out there. We've not got rid of however we're blocked off. Maybe we're not valuing the feminine gifts, stuff like that. All the abundance blocks that we have. Those are in place. Yes, the universe is going to pick us up off the floor, but it's not an ideal state to be in, that just enough, because that means that the universe is having to save you each time. And I look back at when I've said, I've let my business tick over. That was how it was. People were getting readings, but it was just when I needed it. When I needed the money, it would come in just in the nick of time. That's the universe saving you. If that's happening to you, it feels magical. And it is. But it's not true abundance. For true abundance, we need to transform ourselves. And it is held back. The true abundance is held back as to entice us. Because it's very enticing, abundance. Getting the things that we want. We'd get lazy. Let's admit it, we'd get lazy. Would you really do the inner work necessary if abundance wasn't held back from us for this reason. So that's what the butterfly is telling me, that we need to transform ourselves for that. What's up, chicken? You're sick of waiting? Right, these. Let's get more. Videos are way too long. Yeah, they are really, really long. Ooh, got sex and move away. What? Interesting. This feels like it's something to do with the masculine again. The masculine feminine balance. Maybe we've got a big shift going on planetary wise with this. Well, yeah, look at what's going on in the world, right? The masculine stuff gone mad. The extremes of it. It's led to all kinds of terrible stuff. Just thinking about all the pedophilia stuff that's being uncovered at the moment, and, you know, people in power, men in power. Yeah, Chicken, my cat's called Chicken. Chicken, come here. Liat wants to see you. I'll show you, Chicken. Come here, babes. She squeaked. This is my Chicken. She doesn't like being held. Say hello. No. That's Chicken. She just gave me a dirty look. What was that about? So we're moving away from control. We're moving out of the masculine and into the feminine. That's why we've got to play our part in ourselves and value our feminine traits more. Get away from that masculine. Of course, because what's in our minds, what's in our energy, is our contribution to the collective consciousness, and so we've got to play our part in that. So I was saying with that priestess card, it's like we've got to almost feel out of balance with it toward our feminine, because we've been out of balance in the masculine way. Strength and courage and willingness. This is about the feminine strength and courage. Women are way stronger than men. And yeah, I mean, we see it, don't we, even in childbirth and stuff, that the amount of chemicals that run around a woman's body when she's giving birth would actually kill a man. So women are far stronger. And we've got to recognise that. We've got to be willing to recognise that and be willing to step forward now. Really interesting that this is coming out for today. This is not what I was expecting. Although that balance, the balance in money, balance in abundance, this is what it's about. Power, money, power. Same thing, right? And we've got to play our part in that. So be willing to stand in our feminine strengths. Yeah, about moving into the feminine. Got go within and travel. Well, how interesting is that? So we can't travel at the moment. We all have to stay put. Some people are travelling around Europe. But the majority of us have to stay put. Go within and travel. So we're having to go within. It's like circumstances that we're put in at the moment are almost forcing us into the feminine, forcing us to go within. Hey, Jennifer. Very interesting. I wasn't expecting this stuff to come out. No wonder they wanted me to pick these cards. And surrender, is it true? This is a very specific message about media. It's not true. It's all lies. Not all lies. So much of it is lies. So much of it is lies. And we've got to stop getting our information from the masculine machine, from the masculine power machine, Got to stop listening to it. Just stop listening to it. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage. Don't even listen to it to protest it or anything like that. It's just garbage. It's the masculine having one last hurrah, trying to get control again. Don't buy into it. You're about to travel. Still, Nikki. Travel within first. So yeah, just let it go. Stop seeking information from those places. And isn't it hard, because it gets passed on and it gets passed on and it gets passed on. And unfortunately, some of the people protesting it are the people that are passing the garbage on. So it's promoting it, putting it even more out there. I'm going to get one of these Wisdom of the Oracle cards. It's calling me. And then I'm going to do readings for you guys. So it could be about your masculine feminine balance, the readings today. We'll see. So if you would like one, pop up a message saying me, please. I've got 13 minutes before I've got to go training. Stop raining. Oh, my window's open. Don't watch the news anymore, too much negativity, for sure. For sure. But you don't even have to watch the news, right? It's everywhere now. It's on like social media and stuff like that. Let's get a card for today, and then I'll do readings for everyone. I can't watch the news because the negativity makes me feel overwhelmed. Yeah, right, it's overwhelming. It is. It is. It's overwhelming. You can't do anything about it. And it's not even true. It's been bought. It's just been bought. It's been bought by the people that can buy it. Think like pharmaceuticals, food industry, all of that. It's been bought. Maybe this deck doesn't want to give me a card after all. Maybe it's the one that I've already got out. Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan for me yesterday. Spirit had a plan for me yesterday, apparently. It's a fork in the road. There's a choice to be made. I love this card. It's got an actual fork in the road. It's a signpost, but it's a fork. So there's a fork in the road. There's a choice to be made. This is planetary. There's a fork in the road right now. A choice to be made going on. Again, it's about the power, it's about the money, it's about masculine, feminine, all of that. Right, Donna. I'm going to get my cards out. Remember, I used to get my cards out in this show. They're yesterday's cards. Mine first. I've got Grace and Feel It. It's your card, Donna. Donna always gets Grace because her daughter's called Grace. I've got Choose to Change. So Grace and Choose to Change. Okay, to get in the flow. And Feel It and Allow. Interesting. Right. Donna. Yeah. Donna, you've got the Listen card, so you're already getting the guidance about the feminine stuff. I know because I'm giving it to you. It's come up in your reading so much. So you are listening, and this gentle, quieted heart, it's about you feeling better about yourself. So if you've had self-judgment, if you've got like people's voices in your head about the feminine in you or the masculine in you, often our ego, that critical voice, takes on the voice of other people. So listen to it, because you've got some judgment in there. You're not feeling at peace with yourself about that first, and so that's actually kind of stopping you from finding that balance, is the internal judgments that have come from other people in the first place. We've all got a bit of that in us. I was a tomboy. Still am, I guess. But I was called that all the time as a kid. And I always felt like I was in my masculine because of it. Could be something like that. Tara, what about you? Interesting. Tara, you've got what you resist persists and forgive self. This is about a path being shown to you over and over again, like that fork in the road. A choice being given to you by the universe over and over again. And you saying no to it, or you're not taking it yet. In the past, I'm not saying that you're doing it now. I think you are taking it now. But in the past, your resistance to it, you've got to forgive yourself for that. The times when you said no to the universe. The times when you said no to abundance, maybe? Are the times when you've said no to that? There could be times that you said no to abundance because you didn't want to do the masculine thing. Could be about that. But there's self-forgiveness to do that. Tara. Kathy. Ooh, Kathy. Yours is new beginning in love. You've got Kathy here. And it's about opening your heart to love again, to a new start. That sweet, innocent, open-heartedness. It's got everything to do with femininity. It's got everything to do with abundance too. Because when our hearts are open, we're open to abundance as well as love. It's the same thing. Grace, abundance, love. It's the same energy. It's the same energy once you're open to it. And so that's your path to it, is through love. Relationships, new beginnings in that. Pure, receiving through relationships, receiving love from others. That's you, Kathy. Liz. You have my voice in your head about the feminine. That's funny. Yeah. You know, if you ever follow any readers or astrologers or whatever on Facebook or something, and you read some of their posts, I read their posts in their voice. Do you do that too? Liz, you've got respect and growth. This is about not judging yourself on the abundance, not judging yourself on the material stuff, judging yourself on your growth instead. Because your life is about you. And sometimes there's things that you've done in your life and you were trying to get something material out of it. You were trying to get some money from it. You were trying to get some kind of a, manifestation from it. And you didn't get that, but you did get the growth. And so this is another feminine way of looking at things too. When we don't grow children so that they get us a lot of money, do we? We nurture and grow children so that they're happy and whole people. Look at yourself in the same way. See yourself as a child that you would nurture, so that you are happy and so that you've got that growth. Look at your growth more than the material stuff. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, isn't it? You don't grow a child so that they get your money. The cat wants to go out. I'm going to let her out. So respect your growth rather than the manifestations. Liz. Nikki. You got to talk to someone and meditate. Talk to someone that has something to do with meditation. This is a connection that you've got. This is a direct message for you, Nikki. You know someone that's involved in meditation or healing and stuff like that, that's into that kind of stuff, talk to them. I feel like I've given you that message before. Was that in one of your readings? Was that in your Next Steps reading? Something like that. Jennifer. Okay. Jennifer, as I was saying before, to Liz, don't judge yourself on the material stuff. You've got love, wonders, and patience. So your life is for you. It's about you. It's about you growing and being nurtured and becoming more. But this is your higher self saying you are going to get the stuff that you want. You just have to be patient for it. Like the abundance that you want. You have to be patient with your growth in that process. So again, it's a really similar message for you, but this is more saying, can you love the process? Can you love the path to that? Can you love yourself on that path to that, to the things that you want? Jennifer. Liat. We've got a Leah in the house next as well. Liat. Oh, you always get the abundance cards, Liat. Doubt cancels abundance. Initiate. When you initiate something, so when you set something off, your initial energy of when you start something, say a business or a project or something like that, your initial energy, especially doubting abundance or fears that you've had or worries, all of that energy gets put into it. And whatever you initiated will hold that energy. Sometimes you can change it. You can, but that requires a lot of work. This is saying change your energy and then initiate something new. Like I always say, it's never a good time to start something if you're not feeling good, if you're worried. Like it's not, if you're worried about money, it's not the time to get a job or start a new business. But that tends to be when we act. That's when we take action, and it's the wrong way around. We should take action when we feel good. That's not when we're prompted. Our ego doesn't prompt us to take action when we're feeling good, when we're not worried. But that's when we should be taking action. This is like an entrepreneur lesson. You do the things that you would have done when you were busy, when you're quiet. And you do the things that you would have done when you were quiet, when you're busy. Because then you're getting the energy right. It's about not listening to the ego being the fearful part of us that tries to get us out of trouble. So when you're worried about money, your ego will say, do something, and then you do something, you initiate something, you get really bad results from it because your energy isn't in the right place. So this is telling me, Liat, that you've started something and it's not going to reap the rewards that you want. It is tricky. And it doesn't have to be like, get rid of everything. It doesn't have to be like that. You can start a new project or refresh it in some way with better energy. So don't doubt abundance and then start something. Leah. I've got 2 minutes left. Better hurry up. Leah. Oh, you got mystery. The mystery card is about the mystery path that your higher self is leading you to the things that you want. But it's a mystery. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it's call this person, like Nikki's message. Talk to someone that's got something to do with meditation. It's that, Sometimes it's go to this place, look at that thing. It's very rarely something that actually seems connected with what it is that you actually want. So that's the mystery path. Trust your higher self, it's leading you on that. You got the perfect card out, which often is the perfectionist tripping us up. We're trying to be perfect before we'll allow anything good in. And I feel like there's a bit of that in this energy for you, Leah, but this is also that your higher self wants you to lead you to what's perfect for you. You may not have realized what's perfect for you, but your higher self knows what's perfect for you. So trust it more. Grace. Robin. You got the Doubt Cancels Abundance card too, Robin. But you've got going well. So it's actually going better than you think. You're thinking that you've got more money blocks and abundance blocks than you've actually got. Judging yourself. Stop it. It's going well. Sometimes just that shift in mindset can be everything. When you stop looking to fix something inside of yourself, when you stop feeling broken, and you just think, oh, maybe everything's going well. Maybe I've sorted everything out now. Maybe I should try again. Eva. Yeah, you've got growth and I'm hurt. It's all been about growth for you, Eva. That can be frustrating. When you're going for abundance, it can be frustrating. So you start something off for abundance and then you just end up on a growth path again. You get something out of it and it's like, yeah, great universe, but how about the money now? It's something like that. You are heard. Like, sometimes we're waiting for ourselves, right? And there can be a lot more. If you think about it, if you're made for huge things in the world, then your growth path is going to be longer, right? It's going to be longer. It's going to require a lot for you to get up there, a lot of inner work for you to get up there. That's what I'm feeling for you, Eva. So you are heard, but you're on like this long path of self-growth. You and me both. Jennifer. Oh, we love the Air Force, Kathy. Jennifer. Wow, you got freedom and brilliant. That's that full moon. Headed toward freedom, a freedom that would be brilliant for you, something that's really good. So get focused on your freedom and set yourself free, Jennifer, as much as you can. Because we choose freedom in the little moments and the small things. To get into that freedom vibe, I know because I've done it. Time to be brave and move forward for Tara, for sure. No more resisting. Ooh, Silvermere. Your cards were doubt of abundance and initiate. Don't doubt abundance. I don't know, what is that card? Doubt cancels abundance. Leah, that's what your cards were. And initiate. So you started something off when you were doubting abundance. That message makes absolute sense. It's actually a follow-on to your reading. I thought it sounded familiar. Okay, Silvermere is last and then I'm going training. Respect and going well. You've got respect and going well, Silvermere. Again, can't remember who else I gave this one to, but it's about changing your mind and stop looking for the faults and what's wrong with you and how to fix yourself and what's standing in the way. Just change your mindset to maybe I'm all good now, maybe it's going well. And it's all about respecting yourself more. And so it is respecting yourself more to say, actually I'm all good. Maybe you've got a friend, it's just popped in my head, maybe you've got a friend that's into the healing stuff and is always trying to point out things that you've got wrong with you. I've had friends like that. They're just so entrenched in the wounded healer stuff that they try and project stuff onto you, saying, oh, you seem to have this issue going on. And it's time for you to turn around and say, no, I'm all good. If you've got someone like that around you, it's kind of a reflection of what you've got going on inside of yourself. You're still looking for the problems in yourself. Don't do it. Maybe things are going well. Awesome. Thanks, everyone, for coming along, watching my wake-up process. And I will be here tomorrow. I've got the daily reads to do today, so check out my stuff. Oh, something fell over. Oh, Jennifer's one of yours, is she, Eva? Thank you for bringing Jennifer along. Welcome, Jennifer. First timer. Yeah, thanks for everyone for your likes and your subscribes and all of that stuff. And sharing it with your friends too. Thanks for bringing Jennifer along. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.